They're fine.
Okay, let's call the meeting to order, please. Doug, would you call roll call?
Mayor Jost,
Here.
Councilman Rutledge,
Here.
Councilman Weaver,
Here.
Councilman Sanford,
Here.
Councilman Cooper,
Here.
Councilman Jenkins,
Excused. Okay, we have a quorum. Need to do our consent items. Consider and act upon the minutes in the check written register for last month. I've got no, oh, sorry. I have a motion and
I'll second.
a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
The motion carries unanimously. We need to consider and act upon deeding over part of, open forum. I skipped number, whatever, it's open forum. If there's anybody here tonight that would like to have something to say, speak to the council, or just say Merry Christmas, now's the opportunity to do it. Thank you. Merry Christmas right back at you. Anybody else have anything?
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, Merry
Been
Christmas.
said in the next step.
Okay, okay, thank you for that open forum. Now we're going to consider and act upon deeding over part of the unpaved portion of road. It's at the end of Stevenson Road. There are homeowners, Mr. and Mrs. Penn Sissewind, that live there. And if you look at your map, the second map, part of that property that's over there at the end of Stevenson Road is part of this Royal Forest over here. It got divided up when the lake came in, so a portion of that over there was Royal Forest Bay. But anyway, there is a section of road that winds back there. It's really not even a paved road. It's looks more like a bar ditch. But what is happening back there along that road is that's all getting washed coming down the hill and everything. And the gentleman that owns that property would like to have that so he can shore it up to prevent his property from eroding anymore. It needs to be surveyed. And so that portion could be given over to him. I've talked to the Mr. Sissewind, and he said he would be happy to pay for the survey costs. So it's really no cost to us to do that, and I just really need y'all's approval to say that we can do that land over to
It is
him.
at the end of the road, it's not blocking the road down the road?
No, it's if you go to the end of Stevenson Road, you hit the T and it goes this way. It comes down and comes back behind this last property over
Okay.
here on Stevenson.
So if we give it to him, he's not blocking access to anybody
Oh,
else?
no.
Okay.
It's this little piece, if you looked at this top one, this number 33, this is his property right here. And this is in part of Emerald Bay, not Emerald Bay, Emerald Forest. And so it's just a little section at the end.
Okay.
And then what he wanted to do, instead of taking all of this road in front of the rest of Royal Bay's property, he just wanted that little bit. So we're not maintaining it.
Well, he's going to make improvements and shore up, so he's going to prevent erosion. I think that's going to be improvement for the city.
Yes, I think in the long run, he could come after us for not maintaining that road, so I think it would probably be wise for us to,
Well, I'm going to make a motion that we deed over the unpaved portion of the road at the end of Stevenson Road to homeowners Mr. and Mrs. Ken Suzlin.
I'll second it.
A second. Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor? All right.
Good.
Okay, motion carries unanimously. Okay, I will contact him. Things are in the works. Okay, we spoke last month about considering someone for place 2 and place 4, which you were place 2, you were place 4. We have had them as holdovers, what the TML calls holdovers. They have both said that they would like to run again, as did Edward McDaniels has put his name in the hat to to fill one of the seats. So I need nominations. This is someone.
I would like to make a motion that we reappoint Riley Standifer as place 2.
Okay, have a motion. Do I have a second for
I
that?
have a second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor for Riley Standifer to take place 2?
I would
Motion carries.
I would like to make a motion for Terry Cooper on place 4, to have him reappointed to the place 4 seat on the council.
And I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to replace Terry Cooper in place 4. All in,
No, to
to
place.
place him. All in favor, it's the hat. Okay, motion carries. Okay. Mr. McDaniels, I want you to run in the next November election,
We
please.
would like for you to do that.
I think you would be a good fit.
Well, you're not fireman of the year though, are you?
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was fireman of the year, so we weren't
So
gonna
you
ask
gotta
that.
Start over.
Nowhere but down.
Okay, now that we have council seat filled, we need to consider and act upon appointing Mayor Pro Tem. We need to name a new Mayor Pro Tem every election cycle.
If Phil would be so gracious as to accept the nomination again, I would like to make a motion to reappoint Phil Rutledge as Mayor Pro Tem. He's done a wonderful job, and I think we would continue to do so.
I'll second it.
I would be happy to.
I was gonna say, you accept, it doesn't matter, you're in. There's been a motion and a second, all in favor? Motion carries.
Oh, it's just the people I get to work
Riley.
with that make it so nice.
Don't it though?
You will.
Okay. This is going to be a fast meeting. Mayor's report. Merry Christmas, everybody. That's my report. We had a great party the other evening. The firemen put it on for the city and folks, and I'll let him speak more to that, but it was a very nice Christmas party, so thank you for that.
Also mention the internet.
The internet.
Yeah,
Would you like to speak about that?
I can do
Yeah,
that.
you go ahead.
We've been working for months trying to get our internet speed up, and we finally got Suddenlink out here, and it's been a process, hasn't it, Doug? They can't seem to get the paperwork right. They show up 14 times to do one job, so. But our internet is now working fantastic. We're, 88 meg download and 10 meg up, where we were at about 1 down and 1/2 up before. I mean, we couldn't load our videos of our meetings and those kind of things, which we will be getting done now. So that's going to help greatly with our website.
Okay, great, thank you. That means the website needs to put the videos on there, please. Okay. EDC report, please.
We paid the secretary for the EDC $350 November 1st. TML magazine for Shalina and I, that is whatever the council members get, that was $30. The electric on number 2 was $49. The electric on number 4 was $71. We are still receiving on number 3 our deposit back. That is why you don't see a bill for that. We paid Monarch for our final bill on the leak that we had, so we no longer owe them $389.98 of that $500 and some dollars we had. The next one is Motor Inn. I put it in the wrong account, but I replaced it. If you look a little further down, that was $1,560.33. You look a little further down and you'll see on the 21st, I put transferred to the hot account $1,560.30. We now, H&R Block is now caught up with their rent, $1,800. Pedro mowed twice for $210. The sales tax is $4,516.04. My bank miles for November was $19.26. I have the hotel, which is for the EDC conference at Lost Pines, $38.78. That's the tax. If you look on the top, you'll see the original $282, so those two combined are the total for my motel. The gas for the rental car was a total of $22.95. The rental car was $117. We now have $124,203.45 in the general fund. The hotel occupancy tax, we brought in $1,560.30 from the Motor Inn, $801.20 from the resort, for a total of $2,361.50. We paid Doug for the webmaster $200. We now have $102,836.55 in the hot account. Any questions?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we need the municipal court report, please.
For the month of November, we had a total of 218 new cases that were filed. Compliance dismissals, there were 44 after the driver's safety course, 13 after deferred disposition, 1 after proof of insurance. Didn't get around to issuing warrants for the month, but I'm sure the public will be happy with that at Christmas time. We had 1 case that was satisfied in full by community service, 1 that was waived for indigency. That was a total of $215 that was waived. We had a total deposits for the month were $35,403. MVBA had 149 for outstanding warrants. In-house warrant collections was 6,618. Fire chief cleared 22 warrants. Officer Clark had 1 warrant that she had actually been involved in several months ago. They finally paid, so she was able to collect a little bit there. Our new court software, we don't have the definitive install date on that, but we did sign the contract. They're going to be taking over our old warrant cases, but we're not looking at February or March. They said they hired a new programmer, so that's going to bump it up. So we're looking at, I'm thinking maybe January, late January, early February for that.
That'd be good.
A lot sooner, so the collection rate for the outside service will be a lot higher. I know we're kind of down at the bottom there, but we had a good month. Lorena has been helping out. That's just a tremendous help. The 3 days that she works,
Good.
big help for everybody.
Good.
Yep.
Good to hear. Anybody have any questions for the judge? Yes, sir?
How do we stand on the budget for the warrants for the year? I know it's only the 5th month, but he's 12, but
I think the budget was, what, 20,000 for in-house? And we are at 23,923.
I know when we reviewed the budget last month for
Pretty
our
close.
review, and y'all were way up there. And so I'm sure this month we'll put it a little bit more over the top. And I believe that was a fire department too, not a police department, but I won't say that out loud. Okay.
I think it was a pat on the back, but deservedly so.
Okay, now the police department will have an opportunity to give their report.
For the month of November, the Coffee City Police Department had 46 calls for service and officer-initiated activities. Went up a little bit from October. 1 loose livestock, 9 agency assists. We had 2 calls for a suicidal subject, both of them were at the same location. 1 public intoxication, 2 assaults, 5 accidents, 6 welfare concerns, 1 road hazard, 4 thefts, 7 suspicious vehicles, 2 civil matters, 1 possession of drug paraphernalia, 2 disturbances, 1 man down call, 1 city ordinance violation, and 1 motorist assist. There were 4 call-outs for the month. Myself, I had 2, and Officer Clark had 2 as well. We had 1 arrest. For the month of November, the police department issued 214 citations and issued 39 warnings, totaling 253 contacts. And for the month of November, we only had 1 officer that did not make his hours due to having the flu. So he was unable to make it, and that was Mr. Mills. Everyone else met their hours, and a couple of them exceeded. So definitely getting a lot more participation, and things are stepping up at the holiday season as normal. So, and any questions?
Anybody, questions? All right, thank you, Chief.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now the fire department report, please.
Real briefly, I'd like to take a minute, for those of y'all don't know, to introduce my Assistant Chief, Paul Ryan. Hopefully he'll be coming, taking some of the, he's gonna start experiencing some of these great evenings. Right. So I'll let him go, and then I'll finish off with a couple of things at the end.
Okay, for the month of November, we had 24 calls. Our call volume is about average this time of year. We had 1 building fire, 1 building fire over at West Side, 4 grass fires, 8 medical calls, 2 tree obstructions, 1 boat call, had 1 building fire in Frankston, had 2 motor vehicle accidents, 2 false alarms, 1 public service, which was unlocking the car, and 1 down power line. We currently have 14 senior firefighters and 2 explorers. Our upcoming events, January 26th to the 28th, is SFFMA Annual Planning Meeting in Arlington. March 4th through the 9th, we have Teak Spring Training School. As of right now, we're sending 5 people down to that. April the 7th is third-party testing for certification. We're testing 5 firefighters at this time. It's open to any department. The Easter event will be, or to be announced. Mayfest date to be announced. Thinking roughly the 19th of May. June 21st to the 27th is the SFFMA annual meeting. Past events was December 9th, our holiday meal, where we presented Edward McDaniel with Firefighter of the Year. Internet installation and construction briefing, I'll leave that up to him.
Sirens I'll get.
Okay.
Didn't see that. Shut up.
Just so y'all don't think y'all are getting out here early. No, installation, we kind of covered that a little bit. We have pierced the concrete. The main internet's here. Doug stole the router out of the fire department. And we've bridged over, and they've got internet. It's not to top specs or anything yet, but I mean, we've bridged it. We have internet. There's still some more construction we have. We do have some, we've bought some fireproof foam to, once we run these 25 lines or however it is on these phones and new internet drops, we're going to seal that back up with that foam. Some of the people whose speed is not noticeably detected, it's because their cables going to the room are shot. So until we get these new drops,
Yeah.
you know, some of these 50-foot cables are failing at 30-foot resistance. So, till we get them replaced, it's just how it is. That's about it on the construction. We've got the shelves in there. We've got the rack ready. We're just waiting on the switch gears and the. Did they ever call you back for a site survey? We're working towards that.
It's been a challenge.
Yes. Signs, that's for another meeting. So I apologize for putting that on there. I heard y'all talking about the lights at the community center. The reason that switch was off, and I should have went down there before they they got it, but, the photo eye is hung open, and that's why I was manually turning it off. I haven't, that's my bad. I've got bulbs to put in.
You are so
I just
fired.
haven't got down there. Well, I can understand, but these lights out here have been here 3 years, so we're gonna go ahead and replace them too. And, you know, just kind of do an upgrade of the lights. I've talked with Tosca briefly. She took a picture of this. We'll be doing 50 of these. First 50 people, we'll give them a smoke alarm. It's got a 10-year battery in it. It's never got to be changed. At the end of 10 years, you throw it away. Now, you'll still test it on change your clock days or monthly or whatever your deal is. So the first 50, and we'll install.
Okay, you'll install them too?
We'll install it. Wednesdays and Saturdays are the best days for our installation. Now, we'll come in the evening, but we're gonna schedule. So, and the main reason, this may sound bad, we give Phil a smoke alarm and it sits on the bar or the counter for, at least we know you get it, we put it up. I need one in my house. I don't know when to eat it, the smoke alarm will go off. So, I need to have one.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it the first 50 people that come to City Hall?
No, I figure with your ad in the paper, you'll tell them to mail us at our address.
Okay.
And the first 50. Now, we're hoping to rejuvenate this in another 60 or 90 days, but we got 50 now that we're gonna put in.
What's the cost of those?
Nothing. Nothing.
No, I mean, what's it costing the fire department?
Nothing.
Nothing, okay, never mind. Shut up, Phil.
Truck comes by, when they stop, no. But, it's, I'll get some more particulars on a follow-up, and we'll make it work. There's another organization that's helping. I just want to make sure they're good to go before we talk about it. That's the biggest thing we have right now, I think, is a smoke alarm. And I'll try to fix those light issues, and maybe we can just move our cams down there too.
Bless you.
Just get closer, maybe somewhere the truck can pick it up. Y'all have any questions of me or Paul? I don't plan to just leave them hanging out there, but I do plan on them, doing more stuff. So.
All right, I would just like to say that, Fire Chief, that our fire chief wears many, many, many hats. He does Suddenlink installations. He not only puts out fires for the fire department, but he helps out with the police department. He helps me out with many things. He helps me out with maps. He helps with the plumbing if there's a leak. He helps with the electrical.
Or if I caused a
all around
leak.
a very, very great, wonderful volunteer for Coffee City. And so I just want to say I appreciate you.
Thank you, and I couldn't do it without a great bunch of guys and gals.
Okay, thank you for your report. And that brings us to adjournment. I have a motion.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. All in favor? We're adjourned.